Okay, Nick. So, good morning, everyone. Online students, can you hear my voice? Say yes or no to me once. Okay. So, the last class I started a collection anyway. One program taken much time. Have you observed it? Right. My intention, not elements, my intention operations. I concentrated on operations like add, two operations are there, normal add, add by index. Remove, norm remove, remove by index. Two operations available. Set means you are going to change one element with a new element. Set. Get, you are going to get one element by index. These are the basic operations yesterday. Anyway, we done sorting on array. I brought a sorting method also for you. These are the operations I done yesterday. Through that operations, you observed that always one object creating separately, it is replacing or inserting. You observed that. There I written one comment known as anonymous object. I written today. I read the definition on it. Okay, right. That's a plan for today. Right. Yesterday's program. Let me keep it open. Right. These are the methods I concentrated, and among these methods, I used which constructor? I used only one constructor. I only will give the informations. Okay, right. After completing all these methods, I'll give the information about constructor, which constructor you should use. Okay, right. Some methods I used, and yesterday you had one diagram also. Let me keep the diagram open. Collection. This is the diagram. Yesterday's diagram. I used one object known as anonymous object. Before that, I used one sort method I used. Okay, right. Make it sorting on list objects. Sorting on list objects. We use sort method from java.util.collections. We use sort method from java.util.collections class to perform sorting process on list objects. We use sort method from java.util.collections class. Underline java.util.collections once. We use sort method from java.util.collections class to perform sorting process on list objects. We can use it. This is sort method. This is sort method will perform quick sorting process on wrapper class objects and string objects, but will perform merge sorting process on user defined class objects. Same like array only. Array replaced with list among that array list. Same. There we done no two-step process implemented from compile. Same concept. Okay, right. Now method signature. Method signature. Method signature. Right. I'll open sorting. One day I'll give the searching also. Conclusion I'll do. Just I'm doing the process. I used array sort by using predefined method. Now I done array list sort by using predefined. That is the knowledge. One day I'll give the notes on searching also. Searching techniques also there. Wherever the sorting is there, their searching will be there generally. But I done search operation manually in your array. Generally, I shown that. Somewhere I'll write the notes on searching technique. Overall, before completing collection framework, all will come. You have to wait. So slowly we'll keep to you. Okay, right. So method signature here. Method signature. Java P, java.util.collections. This collections has one method known as sort. Here binary search also there. Can you see this? That binary search method available in the arrays also, but I not brought searching technique. So I'm bringing only sort. I'm giving two names to you always, quick sort to merge sort. That quick sort, merge sort, time complexity also I only will write. Time complexity formula I only will write. But slowly, you have to wait. First you have to, total 3 stages will be there in collection. 1, the student should adopt the names and process first. First stage. Sir, at least I must remember some names, sir. At least some diagrams, sir. And I must do minimum program I must do. That is stage 1. Stage 2, bit complete information. Means which constructor I must use, sir. If I use this constructor, what kind of size of object creates, sir? And what is exact sorting, sir? You said merge sort always. What is that merge sort time complexity, sir? What is quick sort? Like this second stage. Third stage, you'll get a clarity where I should apply them. Where I should taking one user defined class and we do one more program like this. It takes time to we give a part by part to the student. What is the technique I played now? Knowingly, unknowingly, you know the diagram now. So collection is there, one list is there, one set is there, one queue is there, one idea came. By yesterday's program, some 10%, 5% you got a knowledge of some operations knowledge you came. So like this, the informations will be delivered slowly to you. At the ending, we reveal how many sorting techniques are there, how many searching is there. Like this, we reveal it. Here already binary search also available, but I'm not touching binary search. I'm touching only sort, which is available there. That method signature I'll copy in your notes. For document purpose, I'm copying here. This is sort. Right. So take it as a list. Right. All of you write this syntax like this. Method signature. It is a static method, so you must use collections dot sort of list variable. You have to pass it. Okay, right. See there. Now look here. Collections is one class. They'll ask this question, popular question. What is the difference between collection and collections? Collection and collections. Collection is an interface from java.util package and which is root of Java collection framework. You must highlight it is an interface. Underline this. Collection is an interface. You must highlight. Collections is a class from java.util package and which provide which provide methods to perform sorting and searching process. Searching also available, searching method also available majorly. So which will support some operations actually. Collections will provide some methods to perform operations, but I'm highlighting searching and sorting. I'm highlighting to perform sorting and searching process. Collections is a class from java.util package and which provide methods to perform sorting and searching processes. So underline collections is a class. So collections is a class. Collection is an interface. Right. Collections is a class. Underline collection is an interface. Underline. These 2 points you have to speak. Many people don't know the difference also. Many people. Okay. I said sorting and searching process. No, I introduced the sort method. I introduce searching. You have to wait. Okay, right. Now, in yesterday's diagram, I used anonymous object. I used a term known as anonymous object. So FAQ is there. Define anonymous object. Anonymous class already there, no? Right. Anonymous object question is there for you. Because I can write in that chapter only, anonymous class, I can write there. But the situation not available to show there, no? The student will be confused. So I not shown. So always I'll wait until the collection comes. When the situation comes, I'll introduce this definition. So finally, you know, anonymous class today, anonymous object. So FAQ, define anonymous object. You can say. Define anonymous object. Right. Let us say like this now. The object which is created without name and not linked to any other object. It is not linked to any other object. Is known as anonymous object. Means that object will be there. Object means memory. Memory will be there. Memory will have one reference. The reference not available on any variable. The reference not holded by other objects also. Link not there, name not there. Such objects you can call it as anonymous objects. These anonymous objects automatically destroyed under garbage collection process. There is one automated process, part of execution engine. Execution engine is running, no? It will come to method area and run, no? There is one algorithm running internally known as garbage collection. Garbage means wastage. According to English meaning wastage. Garbage collection process. Wastage collecting process and destroying. According to object-oriented programming, what is wastage means objects. In heap area, object created but not name not there, link not there. In your Java stack area, methods are destroying already automatically. But in the heap area, some object created, but object not having name, you are wasting the memory there. So garbage collection algorithm will come and destroy it. It's a concept. Make it. The objects which are created without name and which are not linked to any other objects. The objects which are created without name and which are not linked to any other objects. Are known as anonymous objects. The objects which are created without name and which are not linked to any other objects are known as anonymous objects. All of understood this statement? Says or no to me? Right. Not linked. I'll show many situations. If we come to advanced Java, I'll show more. In anonymous objects will be created more. That server will be there. No, in that server, the object destroyed, we say. How it is destroyed means student will be in position to speak also. That object name not there, the object not linked to other objects, so it will be destroyed, they'll say. So the objects which are created without name and which are not linked to any other objects are known as anonymous objects. Support point here, second point. These anonymous objects are destroyed automatically under garbage collection process. Under garbage collection process. These anonymous objects are destroyed automatically under garbage collection process. Underline garbage collection process. Garbage means wastage. Automatical algorithm running under execution engine. Some more points we write about garbage collection in the last, because one more method has to come. Finalize one method will come in the ending. When the finalized method comes, then we introduce garbage collection nodes. The process we write, what we do. Okay, right. Up to now, anonymous object came part of our diagram. This will be destroyed. 3 times I drawn in your book, no? Right. 3 times I drawn. Okay. All of you clear about yesterday's statements? Right. Okay. Today's class is, I given one assignment in your array. Do you remember? If you forget also, hope I'll remember, I think. I also cannot remember. Right. So printing, what is it? Prime numbers, I given one question to you. Do you remember? Right. Same thing I'll write. Array, nothing but array list. Both are same only, no? Right. So I am taking one example program for today. My target is this one. See there. What is my target? Program is not my target. My target is this one. Here one iterator available, no? So I want to introduce iterator. I want to introduce SPL iterator once again. I want to introduce list iterator. I want to introduce these iterative statements. I want to introduce. To introduce this iterative statement, I am bringing that question to you. Read some elements and print some prime numbers. Okay, right, like this. Just watch it. I am taking second program here. Demo list 2. I am taking. Demo list 2. I am taking. Import java dot scanner s is equal to new scanner of system dot in. This try catch will be dummy. We never use anywhere. Just only in a unit purpose we used. Up to advanced Java, last MVC project, error codes will come. Error codes. One stage. That error codes means you can see in your internet also. 400, 401, 402, then one code will come. That's called error codes. Yesterday only I given to your friends. Yesterday one batch ended, no, 11 a.m. This is servlet codes. These are all predefined codes, server codes, they are all. So these are all server codes. Whenever the website not there, one message will come. For that one code will come. That's called error code. So that error codes are predefined codes from your protocols. They are from internet protocols. They are available. These error codes we are going to generate actually. That because up to then this try catch will be dummy only. Only you learned the unit and you're writing try catch, and you're going on. That's all. But one day in the project, what happened is any operations mismatched, one message should come to web browser. That may be error code message or normal message. You have to get it. That error code messages are coming from your server coding actually. On that day, this catch block will be used. Until then, the catch block is dummy. Daily I am writing no try catch. I am not doing anything. Absolutely not now. Why I am not doing means demo program. No, this one. Just core Java program is not project also. It is not a project also. One small program we are running, understanding the components and going forward. But when it comes to advanced Java, what happened now? HTML will be there, database will be there, server will be there. So on that day, the code should come out. For that code, we call it as from that catch block. Any disturbance occurred in try, control will come to catch. From catch block, we will decide it. Whether I should handle or I must send a message to user in the form of one error code. There are some predefined codes available for us. The point. Until then, we write here exception E, and always we write E print stack trace and we leave it. Here I am taking array list. I am taking holding integer AL is equal to new array list holding integer. So I want to load some elements to it. System.out.println. Enter number of integer elements. Enter the number of integer elements. Int n is equal to s dot next int. Integer dot parse not needed because all are numerics only, no issue. So system dot out dot println here. Enter n elements. Enter n elements, nothing but integer elements. Now we are running one loop now. Int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. End of loop means we are running the loop for n number of times. Moreover, we are not adding by index value. We use a method known as add. That's all. So just we'll use al dot add of new integer of s dot next int. We are going to add it. So adding element to list, this one. Adding element to list. We are adding like this. All of you got this? Right. Okay. Now, after adding the elements here, you have to display it. Actually, yesterday I'm using two lists and I'm displaying anyway. But I'll give a choice here. Okay, you added elements. System.out.println added an integer elements successfully. Of course, it added. Then I'll ask the choice to user. Now the data is ready in the list. What you want to do? So choice. I'm showing a choice to you what you want to do. So system.out.println, I'll ask the choice 1. Display prime numbers. Option is what now? Display prime numbers. From this list, I want prime numbers. Display only prime numbers from the list. /n/t2. Display all numbers, means all elements, or display totally. Okay, right. My intention to introduce iterator. My intention is that. Okay, right. Here I'm not using exit because I'm not using any loop, no? Right. So enter your choice what you want. System.out.println, enter the choice. What you want, you enter it. So directly I can write switch off s dot next int. There are two cases available. So case 1 and case 2, two cases. Now default you had it. So system.out.println, you can say invalid choice, you can say like this. So if I selected case 1, I must display the prime numbers, no? Yes or no? Right. Whenever I want to display the prime number, I must take one element outside and I must check it or not now. Whenever you want to take one element and do some operations, then we use this concept. Iterator, list iterator, SPL iterator, they are used. No, sir, direct display means toString is there. No, we can display directly. I have understood. Whenever you want to do some operations on individual element, then you have to take one element outside. Whenever you want to take one element outside, this will help you. I have understood this statement, right? Now see, suppose with this program, with yesterday's knowledge, sir, this is array list anyway. Sir, this is array list like yesterday. This is array list where one address created 0x1 or 2. This is going to be added with integer elements like yesterday. I'll enter n value 5, I'll enter roughly, and enter 5 integer elements. The loop runs for 5 times now, right? Now add method runs how many times now? 5 times. So 5 times means 5 objects are added. Sir, 5 integer objects are added. Integer objects are added here. Some like yesterday 12. Again 19. Their same address I entered. That also looks like 2 only. Right. Now, how many prime numbers are there here? 3 prime numbers are there. 19, 13, and 11. Right. Now they are all available here. Right. So this much of story. Right. These are the visual. Okay, right. Unlimited it is. Okay, right. After that, I want to use one iterator here. I want to use iterator here. This iterator is nothing but diagram not there. Do you remember iterator here? Parent. This iterator available here in a override manner. Okay, right. Overrides, no. Right. Okay. So that iterator today creating iterator. This iterator creating iterator. Iterator is an interface. Now the nodes is on iterator. Write it. Now start nodes. Define iterator before writing this example program. So define iterator. ITERATOR. Define iterator. I'm opening this iterator. See it. Java.util.iterator. Can you see iterator here, all of you? Right. Iterator is what? Class interface. Interface. So 1 to 4 methods are available. Make it. Iterator is an interface. Iterator is an interface from java.util package and which is used to retrieve elements from collection objects in forward direction. Iterator is an interface from java.util package and which is used to retrieve elements from collection objects in forward direction. Collection objects in forward direction. Collection objects in forward direction. Objects in forward direction. Iterator is an interface from java.util package and which is used to retrieve elements from collection objects in forward direction. Means it will retrieve the elements from collection. Why I said collection means it will work on list, it will work on set, it will work on queue also. Total. Iterator can be used anywhere because I used collection objects. Collection means parent of all, no? Because I written collection objects. This iterator will have 4 methods. The following notes very important for this total chapter. Notes very, very, very important. If you are going to settle in Java domain, this collection framework notes is a key role to you. Because every statement what I am I asked you to write the methods also. Have you observed? I given in time. The reason students will not open libraries. We know, you are psychologists, we know. You never sit in front of this system and you never watch the libraries. That much of time you will not give. That idea also will not come. Moreover, you will not read our books completely. Only 20 to 25% reading only you will do. Complete reading you never do. Any trainer material you never do. Because at least few students will read our books, we feel it. So we write the methods there. So at least he has to by-heart that methods. If you don't by-heart it also, you must keep my book in the bag and go to company. Because situation will come if your laptop will be there to see it. If you cannot view the library, at least refer my book because core Java book, all software engineers, one carry box will be there, one laptop will be there, one book also will be there. Because software engineer, ever-ending learner, always he has to learn. If you look into internet sources, what happened is many options available, you'll be confused. Any you're spending some amount sitting in this room, no? Right. We are bringing all together into one single page. So complete information in a short form available here. So we are writing that statements. Iterator you had in the internet sources also, but I am bringing that iterator into notebook. Means how now? In a simplified definition form I am bringing. Moreover, what are the methods available? I am only showing to you from library. Directly I am showing from the library to you. So no need to take the inputs from any other sources for you. from library, I am showing to you. Two methods are old methods, two methods are new methods. How can you say two methods, new methods? Means your default is there, no? Default methods into interface came by 2014, Java 8 version, no? So these two are old, these two are new. Means your iterator has been updated. To update the student, we are saying that what are the methods available? You must know. The following are some important methods from iterator. Methods from iterator. The following are some important methods from iterator. Write this. If you cannot write complete method signature also, write only names and keep it as next, remove, for each remaining, like this. You know for each remaining already. For maintaining a nodes now, for these two methods, you can draw one box and put one arrow, newly added methods. You can comment it. Because few engineers don't know that two are newly added. At least you must say you are a new engineer entering into today's competitive world now. You must specify these two are added. You must know. So put one box for these two methods and put one arrow and write newly added methods. The two are newly added methods to iterator. Right. Now we have to create object for iterator. Now we have to create object for iterator. Now, whenever you want to create object for iterator, then we are using this method. What is the method you are using now? Iterator method. This method we are using. Using this method, we create object for iterator. That only concept. Now make a statement here. We use iterator method to create implementation object for iterator interface. We use iterator method to create implementation object for iterator. Method signature of iterator. Method signature of iterator. So what is the syntax here now, sir? Right. This method is static method or non-static method? Non-static only. Non-static you have to call with class name, object name, object name. So we write object name ob dot iterator. This method will return the object for iterator. So here it roughly write it. Syntax. Object, any one object, list object directly. Let us write this syntax in our program now. See there. Sir, in our program, whenever I selected display prime numbers, here system dot out dot println, I am displaying the prime numbers. Prime numbers must be displayed. To display that prime numbers, I am using iterator. Iterator working on objects known as integer. Here OB is nothing but AL. All of you understood this now? Now, what this iterator contains? Iterator method internally holding anonymous local inner class as implementation of iterator. The method will hold. Here, anonymous local inner class as implementation class of iterator. And object created internally and the reference will come out. You had special iterator. I drawn the diagram, no? Yes, sir, no, no. I given 1 hour time there. Right? That flavor you should understand it. Same concept here. Now, this is syntax. I am drawing now. Same like special iterator drawing only. So, here I am drawing. Here. Now, AL dot, this is AL, no? AL dot iterator. It will create one implementation object for iterator. One implementation object for iterator. While object creation, the reference is binded here. As if like special iterator, right? And what are the 4 methods available? The 4 methods will come here. What are the 4 methods available? The 4 methods will come. One is as next method. One is next method. One is remove method. And one is for each remaining method. For each remaining method. So this is the object. Now this object is holding this one. Have you observed this? Right. Okay. The statement I'm recording here, note, N-O-T, note, write it. This iterator method internally holding anonymous local inner class as implementation class of iterator interface. This iterator method internally holding anonymous local inner class as implementation class of iterator interface and which generate object for. I am writing about iterator method. Which generate object for iterator interface and the object will hold the reference of collection object. This iterator method internally holding anonymous local inner class as implementation class of iterator interface and which generate object for iterator interface, and the object will hold reference of collection object. It is interlinked. I said this point, I am repeating again. In your collection, arrays chapter, I used SPL iterator. I used SPL iterator for you. So they'll ask a question in interview anyway. Iterator holding integer it is equal to here al dot iterator one method. Now how object is coming for interface? They'll ask a question to test you. Actually, to test you that it is an interface, no object not there, no how object coming, they'll ask. If you look up and down like this, they'll understand. You beheaded and came. So interface direct object will not be there, no implemented object will be there, no. Then you must say definitely for this iterator implementation class with name must be there. Name not there. So definitely implementation class without name will be there. That's called anonymous inner class. This anonymous inner class will be inside this. So the statement iterator method internally will hold anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class inside the method, local, no? Anonymous local inner class, which is the implementation of iterator. And for this anonymous local inner class, one object will come out. That object reference will be available on this IT. That only concept. So definitely the anonymous local inner class. This one only the people who not properly concentrating on Java, they will not understand it. That only problem with Java. Java means high concentrative must be there. Normal, if you compare with C or other languages, Java will not come. Understood this one? Slowly, high concentratively you must be with Java. Then only few things you will understand. So, who handled this subject lightly, roughly, not seriously coming in, this kind of points, they will not catch it. But definitely it must hold one inner class. Sir, inside the method inner class is there, means local inner class model is there, no? Without name there, means yes, anonymous is there, no? All models are available to you. So object is coming. And whatever the object is coming out, the object is holding the reference of list here. 0x1 holding. That all I written here theoretically. This iterator method, I am creating a visual to you. The paragraph is your visual. No need to behead it. That visual. This iterator method, I written. This iterator method holding anonymous local inner class as implementation class of iterator, and this method means which generate object for iterator interface, and the object is going to hold reference of list. which is going to hold reference of list. It's a concept. Why I made that statement reference of list means as next method, remove method for each remaining method will work on that list because address is available now. All of you got it right. This iterator method will have one more nature also. The nature is it will create one cursor here. It creates one cursor. One small header will be created. One small cursor. It creates one cursor internally. It creates. The iterator method, when it is pointing to direction, it create one cursor and leave it. Y means to move the cursor. Right? So this is the nature of iterator. Now, what are the methods available here? This methods has to work now. You have to call these methods or not now. See there. That method as next method. What is the return type here now? Boolean. As next method, move the cursor forward. That as next method behavior is whenever I call this as next method, the as next method with this address location, it will come here. It finds one cursor and move the cursor forward. Whenever it moves the cursor forward, element is there. It says true. Means I found element true. I moved the cursor, there one element is there. It says true. Whenever it says true now, next method will take that element outside. Next method return type is what now? Element. It takes that element outside. E means what? It can take any type of element it can take. It takes. This will move the cursor. This will take it. This will move the cursor. This will take it. This will move the cursor. This will take it. But every time I must call this method, no. To call this method every time, I'll use while loop. What I'll use now? While loop I am using. What is the structure of while loop now? Sir, while loop definition is it check the condition. If it is true, runs the body. Again it repeats. Check the condition, run the body. Check the condition, run the body until the condition is false. While loop don't know anything. If we check the condition true means run the body. True means run the body. True means run the body. Whenever false, stop it. Understood is fine. So for this while loop, I will give it dot as next I'll give. As next method is true or false only, no? Boolean. Boolean means true or false, no? What it will do now? It dot as next. It moves the cursor. True. Body runs or not now? Whenever the body runs now, take that element outside. Integer element is equal to it dot next. You are taking the element outside or not now? Have you observed this? All of you. I took the element outside or not now? Right. So element came out. Once the element came out, now display it. What is this background sound? Andy? I am printing element. First the element should come out or not now? So what you observe now? It dot as next. Moves the cursor. True. Take the element. It dot as next. Move the cursor. Take the element. Move the cursor. Take the element. Move the cursor. Take the element. Move the cursor. Element not there. Over no. Example. At one stage elements will be over. Elements not there means it will say false. False means while loop terminates. I observe this point or not now? It terminates. Now let us see the answer is coming or not. 5 elements. Added that one, not address. Added 5 integer elements successfully. Here I coded first case no 1. First it is displaying all elements. After that else condition. First that iterator is working no. Have you understood iterator all of you? Right. Iterator is one retrieval process on your collection framework. We never use for loop. I is equal to 0, I less than 10. That is not there. Iterator. When you use iterator, method is running. Because of this reason, we never explain post incrementa, pre incrementa, I plus I not needed for us because methods are there for us. They only will move the cursors. They only will give the elements to us. Anyway, iterator is working. After that, I'll write the logic inside. Prime number logic is there. We will write it. Okay, right. Before that, finish off the notes here. I will. So from here, bring one method. As next method, what it will do. As next method will move the cursor on list. Not list and collection because it will work on collection totally. And check element available or not. It will say true or false, no? True means element available. False means element not available. Why I written collection means iterator will work on all anyway. Next. Next method will retrieve element from the collection, where cursor is pointing, where the cursor is pointing. Where the cursor is pointing, from there the element will be taken. And next method will retrieve element from the collection where cursor is pointing. Your cursor, whenever the as next method will move the cursor will point to one element, no, the element will be taken. That's the meaning. Remove method will remove the element from the collection where cursor is pointing. For each remaining is a new thing happened running on lambda anyway. For each remaining method also retrieve elements based on LAMBDA lambda expression. For each remaining method, also retrieve elements based on lambda expression. Right. First two methods you understood. Later on, two methods I'll give it. First two methods. There is a old one. Everybody knows as next. All engineers knows as next because it's an old pattern of retrieval process. And you observed while loop also already. Generally, while loops we use with condition, but here with method. So while loop came with one method. Now let me write the logic. What is the logic here now, sir? We have to check that element is prime or not. You have to check it. For that, one count is equal to 0. I'll take because I have to count no how many times it is, right? I'll write one for loop. Int I is equal to 1. I less than or equal to EL I plus plus. Suppose EL is equal to 7, you have to multiply, means you have to divide it by up to 7, no? Right, 7 by 1, 7 by 2, that's the logic. So here, if EL modulo divided by I equal to 0, if it is 0, then you have to increment the count. Count plus plus. After the loop, if that count equal to 2, then you have to display the element or not now. So I'm writing one logic, means whenever you want to do individual operation on element, we use iterator. So as next method, moving the cursor, it is taking the element, checking that the element is prime or not. How you are checking now? Taking one count from 1 to element. From 1 to element. Always we use 7, no? 1 to 7 roughly. So element is 7 means here 7 by 1, 7 by 2, 7 by 3. It will take it or not now. Whenever it is successfully modulo divided by, here count increments. When the count reaches 2, that is prime, you can display. If not, don't display. Now see. Five here. 13, 15, 17, 19, 20. I want prime numbers. Prime numbers are coming or not now? 13, 17, and 19. So here I introduce iterative statement. Prime number is a old logic anyway. Generally we'll take for loop and we'll do it. Generally nested first we use normally, but I am using iterator here. Iterator is a concept related to your collection frameworks. Using iterator, we can take elements one by one, we can take it. All of you understood this iterator? Right, okay. Now see. Case 2, display elements. Anyway, I used iterator now. I'll use list iterator, I'll use it. I'll use what now? List iterator, I'll use it. Case 2. System.out.println display using list iterator. Using. Right. I am opening list iterator. This list iterator is a child of iterator. Can you see this? List iterator is a child of iterator. Iterator means it will work on collection. List iterator means it will work only on list. It will not work on set. It will not work on queue. It will work only on the list. Specialty of list iterator, it will move the cursor forward. Again, it can move the cursor backward. You can move in two directions. So cursor you can move in two directions. Forward means as next. Backward means what now? As previous. If you want to remove, if you want to set, you can add. That operations available. Major methods are moving forward and moving backward. Make it list iterator down. List iterator. List iterator is an interface from java.util package and which is used to retrieve elements from list objects in two directions, which means forward and backward. List iterator is an interface from java.util package and which is used to retrieve elements from list objects in two directions, which means forward and backward. We can move the cursors in two directions, forward and backward. Now, second point. List iterator. List iterator is extended from iterator interface. List iterator is extended from iterator interface. List iterator is extended from iterator interface. Because there is a relation between them. Iterator is parent, list iterator is child. Both are interfaces. It is extended from iterator. 4 methods I'll highlight. First 4 methods I'll highlight. Remaining, no need to use them because your collection operations already available for us. Right. The following are, make it. The following are some important methods of list iterator. Written? Right. Now, whenever you want to create object for it, we use list iterator, list iterator, list iterator method from. We use list iterator method to create implementation object for. We use list iterator method to create implementation object for list iterator, list iterator interface. So syntax I'm writing directly. List iterator working on integer objects. Some li is equal to object al dot list iterator. I'm using method without parameter. I'm using. Here two methods are there. List iterator with parameter, without parameter. Two are there. I'm using without parameter. I'm using. Right. I'm keeping this syntax inside. Look here. Here two methods are there, but I'm using a first method. List iterator is there. List iterator of int is there. This I'll explain separately. I'm taking this one. I'm taking iterator. I'm taking list iterator. Why I'm taking both together means this is parent, this is child. This is only forward direction. This is two directions. So two directions. So display in forward. Forward. I am using while loop. Li dot as next. Moving the cursor forward. Integer element is coming out. Li dot next. I am displaying system dot out dot print el and some space I am displaying. Now system dot out dot print display in backward. Display in backward. I am using one while loop. Li dot as previous. As previous. Moving the cursor backward. Integer el is equal to li dot previous. This is local variable. This is local variable. Same name can be taken. No problem. Now system dot out dot print some el and space. So run it. Take 5 elements, some 12, 13, 17, 11, 10. Display all numbers 2. You're displaying forward and backward. Have you observed this? Right. So same object created, you will hold cursor, same will be there. Right. One small diagram for it because for document purpose. I used iterator, I used list iterator. List iterator of int I not used. Same. It will hold address. Same. As next method, as previous. How many of attending advanced Java? Nobody. If you're attending advanced Java there, next method will come, while loop. The data will come from database to one object, result set. In that result set, the records will be there. There also one cursor will come. There also while loop will be there. On that day, this only. Here as next method, there next method. That also will move the cursor. That concept came from here only. As next. As previous and previous. These methods are available. Whenever you take this one, you are taking without parameter, no? If you take without parameter, the cursor will come here in the starting. The cursor will come. All of you got it right. Suppose if I take with parameter, if I say list iterator of 2, if I say, then the cursor will take by 2, not by 0. That only difference. If I say list iterator of 3, the cursor will take before the 3. If you don't take any parameter, that will take before 0. That only difference. This I'll show separately. This one, I'll write separately. Today time not there, no. I used only iterator, list iterator I used. Right. All of you understood iterator, list iterator, all of you? Right. So generally, whenever you want to do individual operation on your elements, then we take the support of iterative statements. There are separate iterative statements on collections. Not like for loops that are another. Iterator, list iterator, next enumeration will come, special iterator for each. They are all iterative statements on collections. So yesterday I used a toString method. toString method also will display it anyway. But whenever you want to do individual operation, you must not use toString method, no. toString method will display directly. No, sir, I have to take one by one and check it and send it. Whenever I want to take one by one, some iterative statements needed. That only iterator, list iterator, you remember. List iterator means iterator which works on only list objects is known as a list iterator. List iterator speciality, it will go forward, it will come backward. Mean cursor will move forward, again the cursor will come backward. The point. Right. Hope you understood this program, and 2 iterative statements I brought today, and more I will bring it anyway. So I took program demo list2.java, and this is the output. You had it. And one small layout I drawn today. That layout also I'll paste here anyway. Whatever the diagram I pasted, that diagram I'll paste it. Yesterday's notes updated, no? Right, okay. Take one assignment, but tomorrow is a holiday for you. Assignment is, I'm doing with integer, no? You do with books, user defined class objects. Because already array is there, no? Same. Array done, no? Right, same thing you do. Make it. Assignment you take. Write a program to read and display multiple book details using array list. You try it. Just read and display, you try it. Don't do operations. I'll do operations. Correct. Just you practice reading and displaying multiple book details. Multiple book details means what now? Code will be there. Name will be there. author. Common, always I am giving author, price, and quantity. You try this and come. So remaining, I'll do it on Monday to you. Okay, right. So take a break. Thank you very much for today. Ah,
Parents from object is parent. So compare to our options. Compare to us. Starting లో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నాం అంటే మనం తీసుకుని యూజర్ డిఫైన్ ప్రోడక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది ప్రోడక్ట్ క్లాస్ తీసుకోవాలి అంటే ఇది పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ సార్ తీసుకోవచ్చు బట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ తీసుకున్నా రావాలి కదా. రాదు ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఏం రాస్తున్నావు ప్రొడక్ట్ లోనే రాస్తున్నావు ప్రొడక్ట్ అనేది ప్రొడక్ట్ లోనే యూజర్ డిఫైన్ తీసుకోవాలి లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ వస్తుంది పారామీటర్ లోకల్ వేరియబుల్ డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వదు సేమ్ క్లాస్ లో క్లాస్ లో మనం అది మళ్ళీ తీసుకోలేం క్లాస్ లో సేమ్ తీసుకోవచ్చు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రొడక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఉంది కదా ఇది ప్రొడక్ట్ ఓబిఎన్ తీసుకోవచ్చు ఇప్పుడు ఈ వేరియబుల్ ఇన్సైడ్ దిస్ క్లాస్ ఇష్యూ రాదు నువ్వు మెథడ్ లోనే తీసుకుంటున్నావు కదా మా ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇది లోకల్ కదా లోకల్ కాబట్టి లోకల్ రాదు లోకల్ డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వాలంటే క్లాస్ ఉండాలి కదా మా క్లాస్ ఉంటది కదా లోకల్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ తో లోకల్ తీసుకోలేము ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది సేమ్ మెథడ్ ఇంకా ఈ మెథడ్ వేరే క్లాస్ లో ఉంటే తీసుకోవచ్చు ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది ఆబ్జెక్ట్
ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇంటర్ క్లాస్
క్లాస్ లో ఏం తీసుకోవాలి?
ఒక క్లాస్ లో ఇంటర్ క్లాస్ గా ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ తీసుకోవచ్చు సార్. అంటే ట్యాగ్స్
ఇన్నర్ క్లాస్, ఇన్నర్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ తీసుకోవచ్చు.
బట్ అది స్టాటిక్ టెక్స్ట్ తీసుకుంటాం సార్. అంటే రెఫరెన్స్ ఫైల్ అవుటర్ క్లాస్ యొక్క రెఫరెన్స్ ద్వారా ఇస్తే తీసుకుంటాం.
చూపించు. పండే చూపించు. All extend.